Hi guys, welcome to another video of Sports Royale where we bring to you your all dose of cricket madness. So today we'll be discussing the preview of the India-Australia T20 series that's going to start from the 20th of September, and India have already announced the squad. And by the time we upload this video, Australia will also have announced its squad. But we are hoping that it will be a cracker of a series with two very strong sides competing against one another. The first match takes place in Mohali, where only one innings comes to my mind. That was Virat Kohli against Australia at this very same venue in 2016 World Cup. So, starting on such a positive note, let's go through the squad. The squad for the Australia series rather pretty much looks the same as the T20 World Cup. The 15 selected for the T20 World Cup will play in the squad, and there are two additional names that you can see in this squad. They are Mohammad Sami and Deepak Chahar, both of whom have been named as the standby for the World Cup, and I guess have been selected for additional game time because they can get a call up anytime, and you have to have game practice when playing for India. So Naman, I'll let you do the major talking for this video.
I spoke for the last video as well, but basically, if we look at the squad, there's no major difference. And again, reservations act with the vice captain as always.
Yeah.
One notable omission is Arshdeep Singh, which I guess is resting him post the Asia Cup and the continuous work that he's had. So that's there. But otherwise, looking at the other, they could experiment with Kohli Rohit opening year, considering we could try them for the
Yeah.
T20 World Cup at some point. So that's there. But secondly, I feel at this point they will play both Karthik and Pant across
Yeah.
matches, alternating, deciding on who to keep as a keeping option.
Yes.
And I think also Ashwin, Pandya, Huda are your three different options for all-rounders as well. So that's where they'll keep shifting, trying out people. Akshar, I think, will remain the backup all-rounder considering he's not a Jadeja, but he slots in place of Jadeja. So he won't play, but at the same time, he will play. So if you get my drift, basically he's going to get some game time, but at the same time, it's not him to be
It's not a
chosen. It's among
guarantee.
Ashwin, Huda, and Pandya to be chosen, where Pandya has stamped his authority, but Pandya's bowling in recent times is really bad. So they could look at Huda and Ashwin as options, but that's my major takeaway. I also feel Bhuvaneshwar is not going to get a lot of game time. It's rather going to be Shami, Chahar, Bumrah who are going to play. Bumrah to get rehabilitation from injury and Shami, Chahar for game time to test if they're better options than any others available. And most importantly, I don't see any other issues except that I believe they should try out the Kohli Rohit opening.
Kohli Rohit opening is a very good option. They've opened just once together in any
And
T20
there was
international, and we
fireworks.
saw what happened against England. I guess everyone watching this video would remember what happened to the England team when they both decided to open together.
See, it's either going to be fireworks or no fireworks, but it's the chance of fireworks is very high and you could try that.
And so basically, you are expecting a lot of chopping and changing and a lot of experimentation going into the World Cup because Ravindra Jadeja has left a massive hole in the playing 11 and the balance of the squad. So you've got to try out a lot of options before finalizing your playing 11 for the World Cup.
Exactly. So that's there. Plus, if KL Rahul does not get back in strength, one major issue that they have is basically they don't have an opener. Neither is Ishan Kishan there in the backups. Nowhere is Ishan Kishan or any other opener in Sanju Samson or whoever present.
So
So
they
at that moment,
yeah, yeah, go on.
so at that moment in time, अगर KL Rahul ने perform नहीं किया, तो it is by default a Kohli Rohit opening pair.
Yes. So even if Rohit does not, if not only KL, but if Rohit is not playing for some reason, then you can have a Kohli Rahul partnership as well, winning partnership.
Exactly.
So they've basically decided to go in with Kohli as the third opener if something happens.
Which is jarring considering the amount of depth we have in opening as well.
You've got if you talk about the backups, you've got Ishan Kishan, you've got Shubman Gill, Rituraj Gaikwad. You could have Shikhar Dhawan,
Rahul Tripathi, Shikhar
Rahul
Dhawan.
Tripathi. Deepak Huda as a floater, he could open as well.
Deepak Huda opens well.
So you've got a lot of options. Like the Indian team is currently spoiled for options, but since the squad has been narrowed down to these 16 people, you expect that you did mention you expect a lot of swapping and changing. So if you could just go through the playing 11 for us.
My dream playing 11 would be Rohit, Kohli, but if it happens, so like if it's a lot of chopping and changing, I believe it will be Rohit Kohli with. So Rohit Kohli, then you have your Surya slash Pant, because they also need to try out Pant at number three. They've tried Pant open, which was a trash move, but Pant at number three could work out. So Surya, Pant, uh, Hardik, DK, then either Hardik, Akshar, or Huda, whoever's there. Huda could come up, but I'm still backing Huda for a 6 or a 7 role before DK. So Huda, Hardik, Akshar, whoever. Then if you're chopping changing, in place of Chahal, you have Ashwin. In place of Bhuvi, you have Shami, Chahar, Bumrah. Because Arshdeep or Harshal aren't there.
So you basically are expecting India to bat till 9 for the Australia series.
I'm just expecting them to have some sort of experimentation where they can actually experiment. Asia Cup and World Cup aren't places you should be experimenting. These bilateral series are where you should be experimenting. Because what's important is you don't need to win these bilateral series. They count to no points. They make no sense.
Yeah.
They're here to understand the prowess or the strength of your team. And you could very well do that. Experiment, bat till 9, bat till 11 for that matter. Keep Harshal Patel also. Who cares? At max you will lose, right? That's the maximum that will happen. So it's
And
better to lose.
you've
after
already lost the
understanding
Asia
of
Cup.
something.
There's no point lower than that.
Exactly.
If you lose to Australia, then you could say that Australia is a strong team, but then if you've lost against Sri Lanka, they played well. I would like to say that, but if you've lost against Pakistan and Sri Lanka back to back, then you could might as well take a chance and lose against Australia.
Exactly. And losing to Australia is rather respectable considering how strong a team they are.
And they have a pretty good strong squad as well.
Exactly. So I rather believe if you want to chop and change to that extent where everyone understands what's going on. And for that matter, you can build that squad to a level where you have strength across all levels and you understand who's good, who's not good.
And just as now we are shooting this video, we've got information that Arshdeep Singh has not been rested for this series. He's been told to report to the NCA for some conditioning work. The BCCI wants him to increase his fitness before the World Cup so that there's no injury concerns in the big tournament.
That's fair.
So this is for this video. I hope that you all were able to get the insights that we wanted to share. And now moving on to the South Africa series, we'll be uploading the video for that very soon before the series starts. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to comment. Thank you. Peace out.